This is to get set up on FarrierGuide.com. On the lower right hand side of the page, you'll see a button there that says register here. If you click that button, it will take you to the registration form, and you basically just fill in the blanks, your email address, and we welcome you to use your name at FarrierGuide.com. This way you'll always ensure that you'll have an email address. The number of farriers that I've seen out there on the internet that do not have a valid email address, whether it's an old Yahoo account, it's remarkable. So I wanted to make that offering. We have an unlimited supply, and we welcome you to use it. Fill in your first and last name, of course, the service area, the state that you cover, the city in which you're located, your state, obviously, and the area within that state. If you're located in Northern California, you would basically select that. It would help people to locate you in that region of the state. For smaller states where that's not relevant, or you cover the entire state, just leave that blank. Your phone numbers, mobile, cellular, office, home, whatever you want to include here. And then the site also gives you the option to upload a favorite picture. If you have a picture of yourself, by clicking the Browse button, it will bring up all the files that are on your computer. You locate them in your directory, select it, and click Open, and it will transfer that up to the server and be available on the site. And then we ask you to tell us a little bit about your business, the number of years that you've been in business, that year range, your education, where you went to school to become a farrier, and any certificates that you may have, whether you're certified by the AFA or whoever. The types of services that you offer, the types of horses that you work on. We give a number of here for you to get started. Once you get registered, then you would come back into the site and you can really custom design these areas. We actually give you the option to create a type of horse, something that perhaps we haven't included here. We've had a number of farriers come in and say, well, we work on reining horses. Well, you would be able to create that, and we're in the process of making that option a permanent one. Areas of experience, therapeutic, corrective, whatever types of services that you provide. And again, once you create the record, you can come back in and you can create a custom field if there's something outside of these options that you'd like to include. And then the same thing with expertise, whether you're provide expertise in laminitis or navicular disease, or if there's something else. Again, you can come in after you create the record and custom create whatever area that you like. Additional information. These are areas that you can really get into the profile of your page and define yourself. Whether you offer multiple horse discounts, or whether you have perhaps a testimonial. Testimonials, I think, can be very helpful for the farriers that are just getting started with 1 to 3 to 5 years of experience. And so you can really use these areas however way you wish. If you have a sales slogan that you'd like to use, or something that we haven't covered, this would be the area that you could write that in. To submit your record, you basically enter in these digits. That just keeps that computer from coming in and creating weird things. And then once you submit that, your record is created. Now, once you create the record, you just come back to the first page, and at the bottom you'll see a login area. If you type in your email address and the password that you've established and click the Farrier's login, you'll be taken to your page. And so in just using this one as an example, this is where you can make any changes to perhaps your email address, or if you want to create a new password. All of the items that you filled in before are all going to be here for you to change and update. The phone number that you've created, you can actually decide what type of telephone number and describe that as whether your home, your cell, or your office, just by selecting the drop-down box. years in business, of course, anything that you've created before in the previous screen. Now, here's the area where you can really start to begin to identify yourself. If there's an area of experience that we haven't described here, again, you can type in perhaps something different and add that in, and that will add that to your profile. Same thing with summary of skills. If there's a type of summary that you offer outside these, you can add those here and it will appear on your profile. Again, similar thing in expertise. You can add that here. Any additional information down the line, perhaps a new testimonial from a new customer, you can add that here. You can change your picture at any time in the same way that you've created it. And basically by submitting that, it takes you in, it'll accept those changes, and you can go back in and view your changes.